Welcome to Radio B2B, the only truly free, unbiased and open internet radio platform for business in Africa.
It's my absolute pleasure now to be speaking with Chaim Silberstein, who is in fact from Canada, and we are chatting about his upcoming talk, 4th to 7th of June here in Cape Town. His topic is the S&OP Spring. So what is the problem? Chaim, thank you so much for joining me.
It is my pleasure.
So let's talk about your topic. What is it that you are wanting to say to South Africans in your talk?
I'm sure you all supply chain professionals know that business is becoming a lot more complex as companies go global. The risks are higher and costs are going up while profits unfortunately are not following always. And companies are looking for a process that will tie up the planning functions at the top of the organization to the tactical and operational plan. Unfortunately, what we see is that this doesn't always work. And the process that is coming absolutely essential for many companies is called S&OP. The process has been known for many, many years, yet it's still most of implementation of this process do not succeed. So what I want to talk about is and provide some advice of how, why, and when we can do a better job of implementing this absolutely essential process.
You say that sales and operational planning is enjoying an unprecedented spring period in the last few years as companies adopt the process as one of their key strategies. Is it a difficult process to implement? In other words, an average supply chain professional who's been through the SAPICS process, will they be able to be responsible for the implementation of the S&OP program?
It absolutely joins, and I called it on purpose spring, because it's becoming today the hottest process in supply chain. As I said, as companies are trying to find ways to link the planning at the top of the organization, the strategies, the business plan with the operational plan. And sometimes there's a gap between those two processes. And it's not easy because, in my opinion, the issues are around three main topics. The first one is the people's issue. And to me, that's probably the most important one. The second one is to do with the process itself. The process itself, although when you read it in the book, it looks like it's easy, but any change in any organization is not that easy to implement. And the last issue is the adoption of technology. So those three issues combined make it quite hard to implement.
As I read your lead-in to your talk, and I see you talking about the implementation managers conceding that there are staggering gaps in stakeholder participation or involvement, particularly from manufacturing, finance, and marketing departments. It sounds very similar. It sounds almost identical to what human resource practitioners say. In South Africa, we have the employment equity planning person in the company, what they say. In reality, it seems that any service division, like supply chain, like human resources, suffers from the problem of credibility as far as your more traditional management streams are concerned and practice streams are concerned in companies. What is it that you're suggesting to the sales and operation planning practitioners? What is it that you're suggesting could actually get them that seat at the table?
I think it all starts at the top. It's to do with leadership, then making a commitment and providing the resources and the time for people to do it right. Although we know about this process for many years, people ask me, so why isn't it still there? Why isn't it working? And my answer is always, well, maybe a process needs at least one generation before it starts to be embedded and successfully implemented. I think there's no time to waste here because as business become a lot more complex, management has to stand up and say, we have to do it. We are committed to doing it. This is to do with change. This is to do with culture, but we are taking responsibility for it. If that happens, I believe then everything else can follow. I've been fortunate to be involved with quite a few of those projects, and what I found is is the key issue is always to do with the people side and managing change and commitment from senior management.
Sounds very, very important. Chaim, I look forward to attending your talk. I will be there. I look forward to meeting you and thanking you so much for coming on to Radio B2B and giving us a taste of, in fact, what you're going to be chatting about.
I appreciate that, and I look forward to meet you in Cape Town.
The Radio B2B Weekly News Review.